I mean, obviously, you're playing with Darnell a bit here, and you're seeing a lot of ice time. Just how are you just feeling about everything in this quick start to the season and your increased workload here?
I feel pretty good about it. I think the team has started off really well. It's not often a team starts off 5-0, so we're pretty happy with the way that things have gone so far as a team, and we have to keep it rolling tomorrow.
You've been used on the penalty kill. Looks like it's going pretty well for you. What are some of the things you've learned here in the NHL about what it takes to be an effective penalty killer in the NHL?
I think it takes buying in. You really all have to be on the same page, and I think that's what we're doing right now. I think we're building chemistry with everyone out there. I think it's been pretty good so far as a whole.
Did you expect to have that role coming into the season, that you might be leaned on that much on the PK?
Really, I had no idea what to kind of expect. I think we tried different people at different places, and luckily for me, it kind of fit in there, and I'm happy to just play that role.
Evan, over here. You didn't play much last year. What did you learn by being, I guess, on the taxi squad practicing every day that you wouldn't have learned if you played in the minors playing 20 minutes a game?
I think you kind of learn the system, what it takes to be at this level. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of minutes put into it. So I think last year really helped me grow as a person, as a player as well. So I think it was a benefit for me.
So you never got frustrated?
Well, it is a little frustrating. I think everyone wants to play. Nobody wants to sit in the stands, but you got to look at the positive side to it. You're here, you're learning every day, and you should have to keep grinding away.
There was a lot of times where you would play, 2-3 games, and then you wouldn't play for 2-3 weeks. I mean, that must have been the first time in your career where you were sitting that much.
Yeah, it was first time, except for going back to my junior days. First year in junior was kind of the same thing. But it was, like I said, it was good to get the practice time and just be here around the group of guys and see how hard it is everyone works, and working those extra minutes I think are helping me out this year.
What has Darnell Nurse taught you? How much talking does he do to you on the ice when you're either playing the PK or 5-on-5?
A lot. When he sees something that I may not see, he'll let me know about it. Talks to me a lot on the ice, which helps tremendously, and I think overall he's just been great with me at helping me grow as a player.
Thank you.
What were the 2 days in Vegas like after going 5-0 to start the season? I imagine that was kind of, it had the desired effect of bringing the team together.
Yeah, it was a great team bonding experience. We got to spend a lot of time together, and I think it's just going to help our group build that much more chemistry.
When a team is 5-0, obviously everybody's in a good mood and everybody's happy. Just what impact does it have in terms of practice and focus in meetings and stuff? Is that sharper, or do you have to guard against maybe becoming complacent?
I think every day you got to come in, ready to work, especially when a team is 5-0. You're going to want teams to come in and, they're going to have to play their strong game and play a good game. And I think we just have to, come in every day ready to work hard and, keep it going.
Evan, yesterday Dave Tippett was saying, when you came into the organization, all he'd heard about kind of was your offensive abilities. And obviously you're a very accomplished offensive defenseman in junior. How did you go about trying to change the narrative that you have more layers and more things to your game than just being an offensive defenseman?
Well, I think to play at the NHL level, you have to be able to do both. You can't just be an offensive threat. You got to be able to play in the defensive zone, and I think I learned that a little bit last year. Working on it, doing that kind of thing. So luckily this year, I'm taking a lot more pride in playing in the D zone.
Has anything surprised you about how the start of the year has gone for yourself personally?
Not too much. I think it's been it started off with a good camp, a lot of hard work during the summer, and coming in when the team's having success, there's a lot of individual success, and that's kind of what's happened to me. When the team's doing good, then the individuals do good.
What's harder for a defenseman, defending, or you have a lot of offensive ability? What's harder, like putting up points or defending?
I think it's got to be defending. I think most offense comes from the defensive zone. So everyone wants to score. The other team, all they want to do is score, I guess. So they work much harder in the offensive zone, I think. So I think defending's a little challenging.
One last question. You're a first-round draft choice. Does a first-rounder say, okay, it's in his own mind, this is going to take me 3 or 4 years before I'm in the NHL? Or is the path to the NHL for a defenseman a lot more tenuous as opposed to breaking in as a forward?
I think it's different for anyone. It kind of depends who you are, the organization you go into, and all that kinds of things. But I think, for me, it was a good path. I'm happy I had the path that I did.
Thank you.